And we are now cutting across some breaking news that we are getting, and this one is a big update on Chandrayaan 3. The ISRO chief has said the Chandrayaan 3 will be launched in July this year. Remember, this is a big update. The Chandrayaan 3 mission expected to launch in July. ISRO has decided to launch just a lander and a rover with Chandrayaan 3. Now, 4 years after Chandrayaan 2 lander rover crashed and dashed the hopes of over 1 billion people, this time the Indian Space Research Organization is all set to attempt to return to the moon with Chandrayaan 3. A very important update there on the moon mission when it is India is concerned. Now, remember, we were talking about Chandrayaan 2, how before 4 years back, the lander rover Chandrayaan 2 crashed and it was not a successful mission. Now, after 4 years, the Indian Space Research Organization is again attempting to return to the moon. And we are getting to understand the Chandrayaan 3 mission is expected to launch in July. This is what has been made as far as the announcement is concerned. And this will happen from the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota. And this is going to be largely remaining in darkness and safe from the cosmic rays of the sun. And that's why Sriharikota has been chosen to the part of the moon. This is going to go to the part of the moon which will be the darker side. And that's what we know about the Chandrayaan 3 mission. It is going to launch in July. We also know that the Indian Space Agency has said that the lander, because it is decided that this is going to be a launch with just a lander and a rover. So the lander would have the capability to soft land on the moon once this mission is fruitful in July. So we do know that the Chandrayaan 3 mission is expected to launch in July from the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota. It is to the part of the moon which is largely remain in darkness, and that's why remains an important part of India's moon mission. And remember, this aspect of this side of the moon has been saved from the cosmic rays of the sun, and to understand that topography is why Chandrayaan 3 is going to be very, very important. My colleague Purnima is joining us with all the updates vis-a-vis this big announcement that's been made by ISRO chief. Purnima, this is great news for all the Indians who were looking forward to India's moon mission after Chandrayaan 2 was unsuccessful. Now, finally, after 4 years, Chandrayaan 3 to be launched in July.
Absolutely. Every Indian is looking forward to this news, and the big announcement was made earlier today that Chandrayaan 2 will all set to take off in July. So this is something that will make India proud, and therefore every Indian is now looking forward to the moon mission, and everyone is excited. And the countdown to that takeoff will begin now, with every Indian looking forward to this big announcement made by ISRO chief.
Absolutely. Purnima, thank you so much for joining us. Like Purnima was mentioning, this is an absolute delight for most of the Indians who were looking forward to India's moon mission, especially after 4 years of Chandrayaan 2. Former ISRO chief K Sivan is joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Sivan, it's a huge announcement by the ISRO chief today, and India finally looking at its much-needed moon mission. What do you have to say about this big announcement, sir?
Actually, it's that moon mission for landing, and with respect to landing time, because we are having constraint of a landing at the South Pole.
Okay.
This one, and it requires a particular launch time. So that launch happens to be in the July. So that way, ISRO chief is now that announced that one. After completing all the formalities of the spacecraft readiness.
Okay. Mr. Sivan, like you rightly mentioned, we also are getting to understand that this particular launch is going to be that part of the moon, to the part of the moon that has largely remained in the dark, and it is very, very away from the cosmic rays of the sun. Just help us understand the importance of this aspect when it is about Chandrayaan 3, sir.
It is not the dark side of the moon, the mission. It is landing near South Pole.
Okay.
That is one. And South Pole is a place where that still it is not explored till now. So all the missions, whatever the launch till now, it is the near equator. So that way, by launching launching and landing near South Pole of the Moon. So we are expecting that a lot of good new science is expected to emerge from this mission.
And Mr. Sivan, one final question. We're also understanding that this is going to just have a lander and a rover as far as Chandrayaan 3 is concerned. And we also are understanding that the lander has a capability to soft land. How important is that aspect, sir?
That is, what happened was that, during Chandrayaan 2 landing, the landing was not proper. It is not soft landing. And based on that data we received from that Chandrayaan 2 mission, now that all the data information were useful or used to ruggedize this mission. So that way this mission is going to be successful, and we are expecting that everything will go, all the holes are plugged. So it is expected to get launched safely without any problem.
All right.
This time.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Sivan. K Sivan there, former ISRO chief, joining us on the broadcast. Thank you so much for sharing all your views.